Are you looking to explore the art of bread making? In this Land-D video, we will introduce you to 5 simple bread recipes that are perfect for beginners. From classic white bread to flavorful herb and cheese bread, each recipe is easy to follow and guarantees delicious results. Get ready to unleash your inner baker and learn the basics of bread making in just 35 seconds. In this Land-D video, we will guide you through the process of making a classic white bread. Start by combining flour, yeast, salt, and sugar. Mix well and gradually add warm water. Knead the dough until smooth and elastic. Let it rise until doubled in size. Punch down the dough and shape it into a loaf. Allow it to rise again. Bake in a preheated oven for 30 minutes. Enjoy the delicious aroma and taste of homemade white bread. Whole wheat bread is a bread recipe that focuses on using whole wheat flour instead of refined flour. To make this bread, start by mixing whole wheat flour, yeast, salt, and warm water in a bowl. Knead the dough until it becomes smooth and elastic. Let it rise for about an hour until it doubles in size. Then, shape the dough into a loaf and place it in a greased bread pan. Allow it to rise again until it reaches the rim of the pan. Preheat the oven to 375 degrees Fahrenheit 190 degrees Celsius and bake the bread for 30 to 35 minutes until it turns golden brown. Once done, remove it from the oven and let it cool before slicing. Whole wheat bread is a healthy and delicious option for those looking to incorporate more whole grains into their diet. In this Land-D video, we'll guide you through the process of making a delicious rosemary and olive oil bread. Start by combining flour, yeast, salt, rosemary, and olive oil in a bowl. Slowly add water and knead the dough until it becomes smooth. Let it rise for an hour, then shape it into a loaf and let it rest for another 30 minutes. Finally, bake it in a preheated oven for around 25 minutes or until golden brown. Enjoy this fragrant and flavorful bread. One of the easiest bread recipes you can try is the cinnamon raisin bread. To make this bread, you will need flour, sugar, cinnamon, raisins, yeast, salt, and butter. Mix all the ingredients together to form a dough, then let it rise for an hour. Shape the dough into a loaf, and let it rise again for another 30 minutes. Bake the bread for 30 minutes at 375 degrees Fahrenheit. Once it's done, let it cool before slicing. Enjoy the delicious aroma and taste of homemade cinnamon raisin bread. Today, we are going to learn how to make a delicious, cheesy garlic bread. Start by slicing a loaf of French bread in half horizontally. In a bowl, combine softened butter, minced garlic, chopped parsley, grated Parmesan cheese, and shredded mozzarella cheese. Spread the mixture evenly on both halves of the bread. Preheat the oven to 375 degrees Fahrenheit 190 degrees Celsius and place the bread on a baking sheet. Bake for 15 to 20 minutes until the cheese is bubbly and golden brown. Allow it to cool slightly before slicing and serving. Enjoy this mouth-watering cheesy garlic bread. Bread baking can be an intimidating task for many, but with these simple tips, you'll be a pro in no time. First, ensure that you have fresh ingredients, as this greatly affects the taste and texture of your bread. Next, take the time to knead the dough properly, allowing the gluten to develop and create a light and airy loaf. Additionally, make sure to proof your dough in a warm, draft-free area to help it rise effectively. When it comes to shaping your bread, don't be afraid to get creative. Try different techniques like braiding or rolling for visually appealing loaves. Lastly, use a thermometer to check the internal temperature of your bread. A perfectly baked loaf should reach around 190 degrees Fahrenheit. By following these tips, you'll have 5 delicious bread recipes that are sure to impress. In conclusion, these 5 simple bread recipes are a must-try for any bread lover. They are quick and easy to make, requiring minimal ingredients and time. Whether you prefer a crusty artisan loaf or soft and fluffy bread rolls, these recipes have got you covered. So, put on your apron and get baking. Delicious homemade bread awaits.